Okay, so now in this video, we are going to talk about timeline concepts. So whenever we create a new composition over here, as always, we adjust all our settings. Then over here, we get this option called duration. Over here, we need to decide the duration of a video. Like most of the time, I choose 30 seconds, but you can choose according to your needs. Then we choose our background and simply hit OK like that, and then we decide whatever timeline we want and simply hit OK. Then we go to choose grid and guide option and title save action, and over here you can see we got this whole entire area which is known as timeline. Over here you will get this render queue and com by default. You simply need to delete this render queue because we don't need to focus on that. Now in After Effects, this timeline is divided into two sections. Over here you will get all the source name, etc., and over here you will get all actual timeline over here. For example, again, if I double click to import anything, and for example if I select my animation sequence, for example I select this PNG sequence, you can import any video as well to check out. Simply select, I'm going to select this PNG sequence and I'll simply hit import, and then I'm going to bring this over here. So now as you guys can see, our timeline has changed over here. We got two different sections. One is where the names and all exist, and one where is actual timeline. Now if you see properly over here, after this there is no any extra stuff because my animation is up to 2 seconds only. Okay, and over here you will get this option called current time indicator, which is basically a time indicator. With the help of that you can move your animation like this over here, and if you want to hit space bar you can preview your animation like this. Okay, so this is how this entire timeline system works. Over here you will get this name, and over here you will get the actual duration of that animation. Now in this section, if you hit enter over here, you can name whatever you want. Like you can type balls rotating, etc. You can type whatever things you want to do it over here. Okay, now if I hit spacebar over here, after 2 seconds there is nothing in this timeline. That's why if you see, the animation is still going on. Okay, so sometimes what happens, we don't want that. What we want is that after this, I need this animation should be in a loop, like in a repeatable format. So at that time what we need to do over here, we need to go to the 2 seconds and tell After Effects that I don't want any animation after that. So for that, what you can do, you can simply press N, which is a shortcut key to trim this area. So if you see properly over here, after that our work area is up to this. So what will happen if I go to the start and if I hit spacebar right now, this is going to be repeated format, like after 2 seconds our animation will start. Similarly, if you see over here, I can adjust this work area according to my needs. Like sometimes suppose I want animation up to 4 seconds only, so I can hit spacebar. Even after that I don't have anything, but after 4 seconds my animation is gonna start from here. Similarly, sometimes what happens that we don't want animation to start from 0. I want, suppose my animation should start from 1 second. So I'll go to the 1 second and I can simply bring this starting work area over here like this. Or instead of that, what you can do, you suppose if you want to start from here, you can simply press B, which is a shortcut key to adjust this work area from start. And if I want to end my animation at 2 seconds, I'll press N. Okay, so shortcut key for this from if you want to adjust it from the start, simply press B, and if you want to start from here, simply press N. Okay, so this is how this thing works. Okay, now I want this animation should end at 4 seconds, so I'll hit N over here. Now what I want is that this animation should repeat itself. So for that, what we can do, I can move this over here as well. For example, if I go to the start and I want this animation should start from 2, I can bring this like this. Okay, so if I hit spacebar, I'm not gonna get anything, and from 2 it will start. But I want this animation, I mean this area should start from 1 second. Either I can bring this manually over here, or I can hit open square bracket to bring it over here. like that. For example, if I go to 6 seconds over here and I want to bring this over here, I can simply hit open square bracket over here. Suppose if I want to start from here, I can open square bracket like that. So if I go over here and if I hit open square bracket, I'll bring this over here. But I want to adjust it from the end. So for that, what we can do, if I go to 3 seconds over here and instead of open square bracket, if I choose close square bracket, I can adjust it from backwards. Okay, so if you want to adjust it from the front, simply hit open square bracket, from the end close square bracket. Okay, as simple as that. Now I want to start it from the start and I'll hit open square bracket to bring it over here. Okay, similarly, I want this animation should repeat itself after 2 seconds as well. So what I can do, I can select this layer and I can hit Ctrl D, which is a shortcut key to duplicate. And if I hit Ctrl D again and again, as you guys can see, I can create so many copies. Similarly, if you see the name over here, their name is different, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Okay, so I'm going to select this and by holding shift, I am going to select this 7th layer and I'll simply delete it. I don't want any stuff over there. So now what we can do, I can select this and I can simply bring this up to 2 seconds over here. Or instead of that, what you can do, you can simply go somewhere around over here and with the help of open square bracket, you can bring this over here. Okay. And now my enemy, I want to Control D and open square bracket. I'll bring this over here. I'll hit Control D. I'll go over here, open square bracket and move this over here. Then I'll go somewhere around over here and I'll press N because I want my animation should end from at this point. And now if I hit spacebar, this animation is going to repeat itself like this. Okay, over here. Like that. So this is how this timeline concept works. Obviously, whenever we are going to do proper animation, we will learn this concept a little bit more advanced. But right now, all you need to understand this concept over here.